History is a vast, intricate puzzle, but some of its pieces simply refuse to fit. Throughout time, countless ancient figures have left traces behind, yet their stories defy explanation. Not myths or legends, but real people whose identities, origins, and even very existence continue to baffle experts. What if entire chapters of human history are written in shadows, hidden by lost languages, erased by time, or deliberately concealed? Today, we embark on a journey into the lives of 10 ancient people whose existence still can't be explained, whose legacies challenge everything we think we know about our past. In 1991, hikers stumbled upon a frozen corpse high in the Ötztal Alps, preserved so perfectly it seemed as if time had stopped around him. Ötzi lived around 3300 BCE, yet his belongings reveal a complex life: copper tools, a birch bark medicine kit, and detailed tattoos thought to serve therapeutic purposes. Stranger still, forensic evidence suggests Ötzi suffered violent injuries, an arrow wound, blunt trauma. But why? His diet, DNA, and even the pollen found on his clothes trace a mysterious web of migrations across Europe. Was he a hunter, a healer, or a messenger in an ancient conflict? And why did his story vanish for thousands of years, only to resurface frozen in ice? More than 4 millennia ago, Enheduanna composed poems and hymns still studied today. She's the first known author to sign her own work, a remarkable feat in a male-dominated era. Her writings mix devotion and astronomy, hinting at a profound understanding of the cosmos. But beyond her literary legacy, her personal story dissolves into mystery. How did she ascend to such power in ancient Sumer? Some believe she inherited lost knowledge from an even older civilization. Knowledge that might have included advanced astronomy or spiritual insights we barely comprehend. Her voice echoes through time, but who truly was Enheduanna, and what secrets did she carry? This prisoner, hidden behind a dark iron mask, was held captive during the reign of Louis XIV. His true identity has been debated for centuries. Was he an illegitimate royal, a political rival, or merely a commoner whose secrets threatened the monarchy? The mystery surrounding his face, hidden from the world, has inspired countless theories, books, and films. Yet despite all the speculation, historians remain divided. His life is a shadowy enigma, one man erased from history by design. In 1828, a teenage boy wandered into the streets of Nuremberg, barely able to speak, and claiming to have spent his entire life in solitary confinement. Kaspar Hauser's strange appearance and mysterious background sparked rumors he was of noble birth, possibly hidden to protect him from political intrigue. His sudden emergence, followed by a suspicious death, left a trail of unanswered questions about identity, power, and isolation. What truths did Kaspar carry silently with him, and why was he lost to history? In 2006, the tomb of a woman with tattoos and weapons was uncovered in Peru's Moche Valley, dating back nearly 1,600 years. The Lady of Chao's burial site contained symbols of high status and power, suggesting she ruled a civilization traditionally thought to be male-led. Her discovery has rewritten parts of pre-Columbian history and raised questions about the roles of women in ancient societies. Who was she? How did she wield power in a time when queens were rare? And why was her story buried for so long? Easter Island's mysterious glyphs, known as rongorongo, remain an unsolved linguistic puzzle. No one knows who created these tablets, what the symbols mean, or how to read them. These ancient scribes were the keepers of knowledge, histories, rituals, or laws, yet their identities are lost, erased by the island's tragic population collapse. Their silent script beckons us to decipher a vanished culture whose people disappeared almost as mysteriously as their writings. Discovered in Wales, the remains dubbed the Red Lady were later revealed to be those of a man, painted with red ochre. His burial is the oldest ceremonial interment found in Western Europe, dating back over 33,000 years. This prehistoric figure's identity, culture, and the reason for his burial with such care remain unknown. With no written records, we are left to imagine the world he inhabited, a time when modern humans were just beginning to spread across the continent. In 1897, a mysterious limestone bust was unearthed near Elche, Spain. She had almond-shaped eyes, intricate headdress spirals, and an expression that looked almost timeless. Dubbed the Lady of Elche, this artifact was believed to date back to the 4th century BCE and linked to the ancient Iberians. But here's the mystery. Nothing else from Iberian culture looks quite like her. The sophistication in the carving, the design of her ornaments, and even her facial features resemble more modern or even Eastern styles. Some researchers suggest Phoenician influence, while others whisper theories about lost civilizations or visitors from distant cultures, far more advanced than we give credit for. Was she a noblewoman, a priestess, or something something else entirely? No one knows, but she stares at us across the centuries with a gaze that refuses to be understood. In 1969, in a Siberian coal mine, workers allegedly discovered a coffin buried deep within a layer of Jurassic-era rock. Inside was the body of a woman, perfectly preserved, lying in a strange, pinkish liquid, wearing a delicate white dress and jewelry that didn't match any known ancient Russian culture. Locals dubbed her the Tsulsky Princess. Strangely, before any scientists could verify the find, Soviet authorities reportedly sealed off the site, confiscated the coffin, and warned witnesses to stay silent. No official report was ever released. Many called it a hoax, but those who were there stood by what they saw. If the story is true, how could a human body be buried in a rock layer over 150 million years old? Was it evidence of time travel, a cover-up of ancient advanced civilizations, or just folklore spun in the Cold War fog? Whatever the truth, the mystery remains buried, both literally and figuratively. In the Amazonian rainforest of Ecuador, tales of giants have echoed for centuries in tribal lore. But in 2013, something startling gave those stories new weight. Actual skeletal remains, measuring over 7 feet tall, were unearthed in Loja province. The bones were said to be far more massive and structurally different from normal human anatomy. Local legend spoke of a race of giants who once walked the region, guardians of sacred lands or beings from another age. Some anthropologists were skeptical, suggesting genetic anomalies. Others believed the bones are part of a hidden chapter in human evolution, possibly a now extinct subspecies, or perhaps even something beyond science entirely. The bones mysteriously disappeared before full global analysis could be done, fueling conspiracy theories and leaving behind only whispers. Were these bones proof of mythological giants, or a glimpse into a reality we're not ready to accept? These 10 figures remind us that history is more than just dates and facts. It's a vast ocean of mysteries, shadows, and untold stories. For every known hero, there are countless others lost to time, whose lives challenge what we think is possible. Which of these ancient enigmas surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below. And if you want to explore more hidden corners of history, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell, because sometimes the greatest stories are the ones we haven't yet understood.